We're on.
Okay, all right. Hey there, FLOSSTUBE. This is Cathy, the hands-on designer, and I am here with...
Bill, Mr. HOD.
It's Friday?
It is Friday.
It's Friday evening, early evening. We were gonna, we were thinking about going outside with this, and we have lost the sun. I think the rain's coming in, so...
Which we definitely need.
Yeah.
So
we're gonna do our little happy hour. This is a happy hour video. We're gonna do that here. We're in the dining room, okay? And you gotta move this way a little bit so they can't see my messy shelf back there. No, that way, no. You gotta be like right there. Okay, then they see the pretty side of the messy side. Okay, so what you got?
It's a Hefe Metal. It's a Bavarian Hefeweizen from Remedy Brewing in Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Nice,
So, yeah,
okay.
They make good beer.
Hefe Metal. So if you don't know, Bill, as a youth, and currently.
I was gonna say, well, thank you, that's a compliment.
He was into heavy metal music.
So, there you have that.
Someday we'll have to talk about all the bands that we've seen.
There's been a few.
Because people would probably be surprised. So, and I'm having an orange pineapple margarita pre-mixed, no recipe. So, cheers. All right, have a little sip, a little happy hour. All right, we have some new releases. That's generally what we come here to talk about. So, kind of just what's been going on. So, will say, if you follow me on social media, you'll know that I was just recently in the Pittsburgh area. And I was visiting with my friend Beth from Summer House Stitchworks. We were doing the final photo shoot and editing and all that good stuff for the next Between Friends book. This will be a summer sampling. You know, looking into the sun, I realize how dirty my glasses are, so hopefully they don't look too bad. Sorry, I'll clean them later. Anyway, so I was visiting with her and but we worked our patooties off. And then you joined me a couple days later, and then we rode into Pittsburgh and got to see my folks for a couple days. So it was just, it's nice when I can mix a family visit with work.
It was good to see everyone.
Yeah.
And the book looks really good.
Yeah. We have now done, we've gone back and forth a few more times, and we've done more final edits. So, you know, in a 24-page book, I'm not going to tell you that it's perfect, but it's about as perfect as it possibly can be. And if you're not sure what I'm talking about, go check on the website. A spring sampling is already out. We released that at Market. And so it's a lovely book, lovely photography. That had kind of a, well, definitely it was springy colors and spring themes. And the emphasis was on watercolors, soft colors, you know, the soft colors of spring. And so with the summer book, we're focusing on, I don't want to say bright colors, but they're definitely more intense colors, summer colors, garden colors, farmer's market colors. So
that could be a theme there.
Yeah, that's kind of like what we're looking at. So maybe like vintage garden, I don't know. But we were fortunate, and we did find actual radishes and carrots with all the green. We sorry.
Yes, you did.
We sent Beth's husband and daughter out. They had to go to Market, and we were like, you have to get us carrots and radishes. Oh wait, you have to get us carrots and radishes that still have the greens on, not like in a bag, because we thought, you know, that would be a very husband-like thing to do. Here's your carrots. You know, sorry.
Wow. I'm just sitting here and then that comes out. Husband-like thing to do. I'll have to remember that.
You have to admit that was probably...
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying maybe it was inappropriate.
Okay, sorry. Love you. Anyway, so it was fun. And it's always good to see friends and family.
It was good visiting.
Anyway, so we have some new releases, the May releases for June, and we've got 4. I was like, holy cow, how do we do that? It's like feast or famine around here, really. Anyway, so the first one, do you want to show them? It's called Oh Christmas Tree, how lovely are your ornaments. All right, that's it. That's about all I can sing, guys. That's it.
And I'm not singing.
So we have peace, Joy and Noel. And they're on, oh my goodness, I forgot all the notes downstairs. They're on 32 count chalkboard linen. I don't know which one. It's not slate.
Okay.
This is I kind of go between, it's a chalk linen from Zweigart and of course Stephanie's slate. You know, I think I love that linen. And if you have some, because you might order it by the yard from Steph, those would definitely work on it.
Yes.
The threads are from Color and Cotton, and Angela and her group did a thread pack. So your shop, okay, and I should say, these are all shipping to shops next week. My new releases go to shops. A lot of times I get people say, oh, I went to your website, it's not on there. They go to shops first. Okay. And then eventually they get, you know, once they go to distributors, and they'll get put on my website as being available there. So any information I'm giving you now, you're going to want to go to your favorite online or local shop. And I also want to remind people too, people ask me all the time, like, we get a lot of emails.
We do.
Where can I find this? Or I don't know about this. And I kind of want to go, did you look on the website? Yeah. Of course, we don't say that, but look on the website. Most of the time, I'm current and I keep it updated, and you know, and you can find your answers there. And you know, we are totally fine if you email us questions. We're always going to answer. And we've met some really neat people that way. So I love that. I love that about this industry.
We refer people to shops all the time.
Yes. So there is a list of shops on my website. And we've been actually updating it lately. So, you know, some shop names might not be on there anymore. You know, we've had a couple close, a couple have gone off automatic. That's fine. So, and if you're like, oh, I don't know, because some are brick and mortar, some are online only. Brick and mortar have online shops as well. So,
yeah, many of our brick and mortar LNS type shops, they ship all over the world.
Right. So a lot of times people ask us, you know, I don't have anything near me. Is there one you recommend? Email us. We will gladly recommend some shops, because there's a lot of shops we work with really well. So we are happy to do that. We want to support our local needlework shops. Anyway, and that's just, sorry, I'm backtracking a little bit, just to kind of explain, because these are new releases. And I think I sometimes tend to forget to say, like, where you can get these. Yeah. So now, that being said, this one may look familiar to some of you. Yes, it did release at an event last year. So you may have picked it up then, but we're making it available now because not everybody went to that event. And they're great classic Christmas ornaments. I just love them. I did stitch these models. We have a cat approaching on the table. I don't know if you can you see that? I can see that. Anyway, yeah, there she is. And there's the dog. She's got to come check everything. Whisker. Everybody's here. So I actually stitched these models, and they're very fun. I think I probably did like one a day. You know, they were quick stitches. I love the classic Colorworks, this blue, the color. That is my favorite shade of blue. I just love how you can really see the color progression in the letters. I've talked about Color and Cotton before. I've used her threads for other things. I just love them. I love the colors. I love the way they stitch. I love the fact that there's 8 yards on a skein. So we have incoming. Yikes.
We have outgoing. Right next to the dog, who's right next to me now.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna let you in on a secret, or I don't know, it's not really a secret, but if you get the thread pack for this, it's enough for all 3 ornaments. I will be releasing another ornament. It's my ornament from the Jingle Ball last year. I'll be releasing that October, is when we're able to do so. It's the same threads, and you have enough. You might need little bits of 2 DMC shades, you probably have in your stash, but if you buy the thread pack and stitch these, you have enough to stitch that one too. So 4 ornaments out of the 1 thread pack, and it's just a great Christmas palette. Yeah. So that can be ordered either from Color and Cotton, or your shop has been given all the information that they need to order the thread packs in. And yes, as always, I do DMC subs on all my charts. It's the number in parentheses behind the hand-dyed name. It's not on the back of the chart. You need to look inside the chart, okay? All right, so, Christmas 3, I just think they're fun. Oh, yes. And I finished them in the round. That's in, that's stretched on mat board, a round laser cut mat board. I put cording on the edge, and then I used a thin little ribbon, and I attached a jingle bell. I like putting, okay. And we have finishing kits. Now.
Those are the rounds.
Those are the rounds, they're laser cut rounds. Now the finishing kits are only available on my website. I cannot wholesale those through shops anymore. Unfortunately, the cost of everything for me to do that, to pack them, to ship them, make them available to shops wholesale, I would have to raise the price a lot, and I don't want to do that. No. So I want to keep it nice and affordable. What's included in the finishing kit is 6 rounds, which is, funny enough, exactly the number you need to complete all 3 of these, because this is laced on a round, and then the back is laced on a round, and then they're laced together, and then I made cording. And so there are instructions in there on how to do the lacing in the round, and then of course your 6 rounds. So you will find that is available now on the website. You need to go to the fabric finishing and fiber section of the website. That's kind of where I put like miscellaneous things like this. That's where you'll find thread packs. That's where you'll find, you know, like the silky
scissors or silky thread packs or things like
all that kind of fun stuff. Just, you know, the goodies, shall we say.
Stitchery tape.
Stitchery tape, yeah, you name it. So anyway, so that's available. But if you want the chart and you didn't get the chart, contact your local or online shop. Again, we'll help you out at the shop. Not a problem. We always do, always have. So there we go. Christmas 3. And easy. I think we have a needy dog down here. I'll tell you, all the animals are like needy because we were just out of town.
They're circling.
Yeah. They're looking for treats. Anyway, they ate, right? You fed them? Okay. All right. So here comes the cat again. Anyway, so that's Christmas 3. Just in time for Christmas in July. Are you guys doing Christmas in July? I am.
Yeah.
I'm working on some Christmas designs.
There you are. Yes, you are.
So I feel like, you know, it's been kind of fun. Every release this year, we've had some Christmas ornaments, which I think is a lot of fun.
And that will continue.
And that will continue.
Yes.
So, as I said, we had 4 releases. So, Christmas 3 is the first one. And then, let's see, I cannot remember which exactly in the number-wise was second. So I'm just going to go to this. Is that okay?
Yep.
Okay, so we have a little chart called the Pocket Neighborhood. It's a sweet little pincushion. It's about, I would say it's about, finishes about 4 inches. You know, I love pincushions. I don't know why, I just do. I love smalls. I like making them functional. This one's super functional. It's got a pocket on the back. You'll see I took the little fob out. You could put a scissors in there. You could put a needle book in there. You know those little clips we use for whatever, finishing, whatever, clip some on the edge of your pocket. It does have a little piece of wool felt. I attached this sweet little charm. And then I called it the Pocket Neighborhood. The inspiration for this one was last summer, I spent a lot of time in Pittsburgh, you know, family back there. And as I was driving around with some of the things that I need to do, Pittsburgh is really made up of so many it's a city of neighborhoods, a city of, you know, just, I don't know, back in history, in there used to be a lot when immigrants would come over. There was the Italian neighborhood, there was the Polish neighborhood. That's the Pittsburgh that I grew up in. And a lot of that does still exist.
It still exists.
And you'll get areas that kind of go through re-urbanization, you know, areas that have new businesses go up. And I love that about that city. Okay, we could do with a little better situation on the Parkway. If you know, you know. Because I don't think that's ever changed. But anyway, so I actually on one of the drives that I had to do, going from, I talked about it before, you know, we had to go clean out my sister's house, and we would go from my parents' house to my sister's house, and there were these row houses that went up a hill. And on one of the trips, I actually said to my other sister, I said, we're stopping. I want to take some pictures, because the architecture is really cool. That was an area where we stopped that probably needed a little help and tender loving
care. It needs a little help. That's a nice way to put it.
But there were a lot of these just little pocket neighborhoods, and I called them a pocket neighborhood, and then I actually Googled the term and found out it's really a thing, that a pocket neighborhood is kind of an area where you might have residential housing and you have local shops, you might have a local park. So there's your little local park, and then there's some of your houses, and then this is more of the park. And I just thought, you know, I put together just some fun favorite motifs in bright springy colors. It's DMC on, I believe this is platinum linen. And then I thought, okay, if you got a pincushion, you need a scissor fob. And this is if I got out of the car, like I did, and I walked up to one of the houses, and I got a little closer look at it. And it's matte board in there, and this fun matte black swivel hook, and I just made a scissor fob out of it. Just super fun. Again, DMC on platinum linen. You can tuck that in the back. I put a little birdie charm on it, on mine. And you can, you know, put that in the back if you just want to tuck that in there, or tuck the scissors in, and let that dangle. So many fun little options. It's a very quick stitch. But that was kind of my inspiration behind it. Now, it's available, both pieces come in the chart. And if you're wondering about how do I finish that pocket in the back, there is actually a tutorial online now. It's actually up now. It's not a FLOSSTUBE tutorial, and it's not a blog post picture walk. It's actually a tutorial in the tutorial section of my website. And that's another thing. A lot of people, you know, I do a lot of tutorials. If I do kind of a different, interesting finish, you know I'm doing a tutorial, because I get asked that all the time. I have tutorials in different places.
That is a true statement.
You know, you would think that I would kind of just put them all in one, but why would I do that, you know?
Where's the fun in that?
So tutorials get put in a couple different places. There's a section of the website that says tutorials, and that's all the static tutorials that I've done over the years. Block party, now this, the long version of the block party, flat finishing. That's where I'll put templates for, like, say, 12 Days of Christmas, White Christmas, all those series. And then a lot of times I will refer you to a tutorial, like especially for a shaped finish, I'll say go to 12 Days, because those were shaped ornaments. I am not going to redo a tutorial when that same information will work for what it is you want to do. And it walks you through. I do a lot of pictures, not maybe as many words, because I know we're all very visual, you know, and you're going to look at the pictures before you're going to read. I know I do. So you can find tutorials there. Sometimes I put a tutorial on a blog post, and I call those more picture walks. Like, I kind of walk you through my process. And then of course we also have the FLOSSTUBE. And Judy does a really nice job on my website listing my FLOSSTUBEs, and then she'll put an asterisk by the one that has a tutorial.
It's a tutorial.
If you go to on YouTube, if you go to my FLOSSTUBE channel, we have the ones that are marked tutorial separated in a list, in a playlist. So easy to find, I think. And I feel like sometimes just, you know, go to the website and look around. We put a lot of information there. But so that's the pocket neighborhood. And then this was, what did we call this one?
The house next door.
The house next door. I don't know.
It's not a stretch.
Yeah. I'm the one that's really insistent on naming everything, and then I'm the one that can't remember the names. But anyway, so, okay. I do want to say the cute little wool felt, and then the charm, and then the little bit of baker's twine, and then same thing here, the little birdie charm, and then the matte black scissor fob. We do have some of those left. So
and
we
the mat board
and the mat board to finish into this. Now it doesn't have the angles, but I talk you through that. We did have some of those left, and so we put them all together in a little little accessory pack. So what we have left is what we have, and that is listed on the website as well in that same section. The finishing, the fabric finishing, and fiber.
Same thing with the finishing kit.
Yeah.
It's only listed on the website.
Yeah. So what we have on those is what we have left. So check that out if you're interested. And it does have finishing instructions. No, the finishing instructions are, what did I just get done talking about?
Wow.
Sorry. Okay. It's Friday. Anyway. Okay. Finishing instructions are in a tutorial that is up now on my website.
There we go.
Anyway, thanks. That's what I need you around for, babe. Okay. So, third release. It's a strawberry. It's strawberry season where we are.
Strawberries on a strawberry.
It's strawberries on a strawberry. So much fun. I love that cap. It's a big guy too. I mean, it's, you know, if I'm going to make a strawberry,
put somebody's eye out
you're going to, you probably could. I don't know. How tall do you think that is? 5 inches?
Yeah.
Something like that, 4 or 5 inches. I don't know. I feel like if I'm going to make a strawberry, doggone it, you're going to see it. But it's called Strawberry. Just Strawberry. And we're doing a little mini series called The Berry Basket. So it's Strawberry, The Berry Basket. So this is a fun little, I don't know, a fun little design. I do have finishing instructions. Everything has finishing instructions. So in this chart, you're going to get the template for, and this is on 32 count. I think it's natural, but you know, and it's DMC. So very fun colors. Any kind of neutral linen you have on hand in your stash is going to work. Just pull the DMC, do a floss toss, you'll be fine. And so what I did do in the instructions is give you the template. In the chart is the template, and then the beginning instructions of how to put the berry together. Okay. I didn't rewrite though, like I didn't make those as a separate blog post or anything like that, because there's I know there's a lot of other finishing tutorials out there. So just if you Google it, if you're not sure how to actually assemble the body, and then I did some fun cross stitches on the back just to kind of embellish my seam. That was really fun. What I did do, and I did write some basic instructions in the chart, but what I did do is I am creating a blog post. This one will be a picture walk. I just realized we are hitting all the possible ways I do a finishing tutorial. Blog post, picture walk, tutorial, static tutorial on the website, and then we've got one to come, but we'll talk about that. And then finishing kit.
Yep.
So we're hitting it all today. Anyway, so this is a wool felt cap, and I'll talk you through how I've got pictures. And with something like this, I actually don't think I need to do much words. It really is kind of the pictures.
It's very visual.
You know, so there's a blog post about this. And if you're thinking, gosh, Cathy's never done a strawberry before, you'd be right. And partly, can I tell the story about strawberries?
Sure, picking. I wasn't sure where you were going, so I had to consider that for a second, but yeah, it seems harmless. Okay,
so y'all know that obviously Bill has recently retired from his job, and he's working, well, he's retired, yeah.
I'm not retired.
He's not retired because he's working, yeah.
We work every day.
Yeah, so back when we've been working towards this for a couple of years, and we've had a lot of discussions and a lot of conversation. And many years, we have a place near us called Gettings Gardens. It's about an hour away, and it's you pick your own strawberry. Well, there was a time when I would go with a friend during a weekday usually, because it's very crowded on the weekends, and we would go pick strawberries. Many years, we kind of picked more than we meant to, and took us all day to process and make jam and jelly.
It was a strawberry apocalypse.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. So in the course of our conversation of how this was all going to work, you know, the whole idea is that we can get to a point where we can not work 7 days a week and enjoy.
Just do some things together.
Yeah. And maybe slow down a little bit, and just, you know, not feel like we're just constantly running from one thing to the next.
And we're getting there.
We're getting there. But I think what we're doing a good job of so far is taking the moments when we can. Like today, we just went out to lunch. Yep. and on a Friday afternoon, and it was a lot of fun. Beautiful day. But you made a comment to me when we were discussing all of that. You said, like, I would like to go pick strawberries with you.
Yeah, it's just something to go, to have the freedom to go do something like that in the middle of the day. Yeah.
And I said, I would love that. But the thing was, and I said to you, was, I haven't been to pick strawberries in quite a few years.
It's been with COVID and everything. It's been a few years.
Even before that.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have the time. Yeah. So the whole idea behind this was that we could make time.
Are we going Monday?
And we're going Monday.
Yeah.
It's a date. Hopefully the weather's good. And even if it's not, they're still open. So anyway, a long story, but that was really kind of the inspiration behind the strawberry of strawberries. And let me tell you, it's sort of kicked off a recipe for more strawberries.
The strawberries have friends.
Yes, and they're becoming soon.
And they're pretty cool.
They're very cool. So we're going to make a fruit salad. Yep. That's about all I can tell you for what the next one is. That'll be coming out in August. So we're gonna. I don't know how many we're gonna do. We're just gonna see how big the recipe gets. So I have the next one is being stitched right now. The one after that, I know where we're gonna go with it. So a lot of fun. You know me, I like my shaped finishes. I love this super simple cap on it. I'm gonna do all this the same, so you don't have to relearn something every time. They're very easy finishes, and Ada friendly. And again, everything I'm doing is Ada friendly. So just a lot of fun. Sorry. Thanks for listening to my story. We're going to go pick strawberries.
It's a good story.
It is a good story.
The better story is, what are we going to make with those strawberries? Well,
we're going to make fruit salad for sure.
Yeah.
And then I'll flash freeze so we can have them for in the winter. And then I'll make some freezer jam. I haven't had freezer jam in a long time.
It's really good.
I have to find the recipe. If anybody has a good strawberry recipe, let me know. It's been a while, but I did a chia seed jam. And so it doesn't have as much sugar in it. And it was really good. It didn't last as long in the freezer, but that's okay because we ate it pretty quickly.
It wasn't an issue.
Yeah. Anyway, so if you got a good strawberry recipe or what I can do with my strawberries, let me know. But... So,
there you go.
I just hope we don't get stuck out by the hog confinement. Anyway, let's not talk about that. Yeah. So, strawberry, the berry basket, lots of fun. It's a big one. We're going to pick good strawberries.
Yep.
Okay, so one final, I feel like I'm scattered all over the...
You're fine.
She's asleep on the table now.
Right next to the tripod. So let's hope we remain calm. So if you see us all of a sudden fall over, it's the camera, not us.
We have a kitty on the tripod. Anyway, so my final
release.
I'm not singing again.
No, and I'm not singing ever. So.
Okay, this one was actually, it's a new little kind of sometimes series called Too Hexie. Are you too hexy for your pincushion? I love it. Everybody was saying, you know, I wasn't sure. I posted about this morning and a lot of people were laughing. I was like, oh gosh, I hope they get the reference to the I'm too sexy for my shirt. No, I'm too sexy for my pincushion. It's
too
just
hexy.
Too hexy. Yes, I'm too hexy.
You are also too sexy for a pincushion, but
oh, shush.
Too hexy.
Okay, wait, I can't edit that out.
You don't need to.
Okay,
come on. I'm not going to say anything else.
Okay, now I'm getting red. Okay, I don't know that we can. Anyway, to Hexie. All right, that's the pincushion. Yeah, I like big pincushions. This is probably about 6 by 6. So I do like, okay, now I'm getting really red. I do like big pincushions. And so I've done a couple of these now. I did one for the Circle of Friends for Silver Needle. And then I did one in the Flamingo one in the Quilts and More magazine. Yes. And I will eventually release that one because that magazine is no longer, and I've had a lot of people ask about the Flamingo one. But it's called A Vintage Stitch. This is the one I talked about. It was supposed to come out at market. We ran out of time, and I didn't want to rush it. And I'm glad that we did what we did and we waited on it because I made a decision with these is that I would offer a secondary version. But I mean, there's a lot to tell about A Vintage Stitch and to Hexie. So a lot of times, you know, I look at things and I like doing English paper piecing, and I know it's kind of popular right now. But I like looking at things going, how can I do that in cross stitch? Yeah. So that's kind of what started the one that I did for Circle of Friends, for Silver Needle, for the one I did for the magazine, and now this one. And I would like to do more because let me tell you, they are so much fun to design. And I was honestly really afraid that people would be intimidated, like, oh, I can't do that. Well, a lot of y'all are doing English paper piecing, and I know you can cross stitch. There you go. Put them together. It's a 1-inch Hexie, and then of course I've put them all together in like a bouquet. I'm calling this one the Hexie Bouquet pin cushion, and so many fun things. I worked with my friends at Just Another Button Company, and they came up with a brand new pin mini or pin solo. It's the Tomato Bird pin cushion. I'm gonna take it out so I can hold it closer. Oh my gosh, is that not the cutest thing ever? And look,
and they put the pin in there.
Yeah, there's the pin. It's dimensional. So there's a strawberry on it that's actually, you know, it's put like later. It's not, you know, there's so much detail to this. They blow me away every time. Honestly, when Cecile and I first talked about this getting out for market, I was rushing it. And she actually had a pin ready for me to go. And because this is why she's amazing. She is amazing. And I'm so glad she's my friend because she pushed to get a pin ready for me. And I thought it was gorgeous. Well, then I had to call her and give her the news. It's just not going to happen. And we both were like, phew, because we were pushing the schedules, and sometimes it's just, that's the way it happens. So then I got a text from her one day and she does, inspiration hit. And I went, of course it did. I love when inspiration hits her, watch out, because it's amazing. So then she sent me the picture of the little blackbird on the tomato pin cushion, and then a little dimensional strawberry on there. How cute. I just love it. And it was perfect because we had talked about the colors and everything. So it was perfect for this. So of course, you know, I just kind of tuck it in there wherever you would like to. And I'll probably add some other pins to go along with it. It makes a great pin cushion. This is wool felt. And I did a little detail with it. I did some, you want to show up closer where I did some running stitch, kind of like some big stitch quilting, if you will. And I did do a tutorial. It's the tutorial that I did when I first did the first one, the Harvest Hexies for the Circle of Friends Club. But I changed it slightly to talk about how I did the big stitch quilting on this, because that other one I did a little bit embroidery. I walk you through it step by step. I have all the pictures and all the recordings lined up. That one will be a FLOSSTUBE tutorial. It'll be like the ones that I've done where it's the picture, like a slideshow, and it's a voiceover. It's a voiceover. And I like doing those because it's easy to kind of stop. You can stop at this picture and then, you know, do what you want to do, and then you know where you were. And then, but since I can voice over, I can embellish on what I talk about. So it's kind of like taking a class with me, really.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about that. So I'll talk about the different options. Now, what I did, we're calling, as I said, this is the Hexie Bouquet pincushion. So what I decided to do, in case you're like, man, I really like that, but I can't do that many Hexies or whatever. Sure you can. But what we have here is the Maxi Hexie.
Yeah.
It's a smaller pincushion, but it's a bigger Hexie, and it's just one. So you just have to applique that one, and you can kind of see I did some big stitch quilting in the. I don't know if you can kind of see it in the wool felt on this one too. And then I just finished them. Both of them are finished with fabric on the back. This is a fun line from Cathy Holden. I think it's her flea market finds, and I, talk about how I did the finishing. It's the one where I go through the back, and there's a piece double face fused on there, and to close up the hole. And honestly, look at that. You can't even really, you can't tell what I did or how I closed it. I put a Blackbird pin cushion pin in each one, and I think it's absolutely perfect. So I think it could be cute as both, and then stack them. It's just a good little proportion if you just want to do them like that. Now, this is stitched on 32 count straw linen from Weeks Dye Works, and I did stitch it in Weeks Dye Works floss. Again, yes, I do DMC conversion if you want to do that. I really like a lot of these colors, because especially like in the scissors, the stork scissors, you can really see the change in the colors. This was I had a lot of inspiration with this one. I love these matte black stork scissors. I do have a few pairs of these left, and they are available on my website. I feel like we're doing.
Yes, they are.
These were I had used them for a class, and so I had some left over. So they're on the website. They're not like, they're inexpensive scissors, but I actually think they cut really well for inexpensive scissors. So as scissors go, but that was kind of my inspiration for the stork scissors in there. And there's lots of other fun little, I'm calling it a vintage stitch. Because with the colors, and of course you got to have your tomato in there. You've got your stitching tools, some strawberries, some spools. But if you're wondering like what that is, they're like the floss winders. And so I actually had you do the floss. It looks like there's floss wound on it. Those are large satin stitches at the end. My inspiration behind those was something I picked up on our trip where when I taught in the Netherlands, and then we went down to Paris to visit his sister and her family. She took me to Maison Séchou, and I got some fun little trinkets, and I picked up a bunch of these. They're not vintage. I mean, but they're made to look kind of vintage. I love these little thread winders, and I know quite a few of you have been. I love that plaid, and quite a few of you have been over there. And aren't those just fun? And so that was kind of my inspiration for designing the thread winder on it. And then I did the long satin stitch, so it looks like there's actually thread wound on it. It's kind of fun. And here's a couple of the other things that I picked up when I was there. A needle book. I love things like this. I love little gadgets like this. And I haven't even opened these, but these were bobbin cards. And then a thread card. I have to tell another funny story.
Uh-oh.
So my sister-in-law, who lives over there, she knew that we were coming to visit. So for Christmas that year, I got a gift certificate that I could then use when I was over there, which was a lovely idea. And I can't remember how much the gift certificate was, but it was in euros. And so the day she took us over there, and you and your sister kind of just went off and were talking and visiting, and you guys were very nice, and you just let me wander. You gave me all the time I needed to wander. And then when I was checking out, we left, and Michelle came over to me. She goes, were you able to find enough to use the gift certificate? I was like, oh yeah, not a problem.
I'm pretty sure I chuckled, if not laughed out loud. So, yeah. That was not an issue.
Yeah, I got a pair of scissors and just, lots of fun
All kinds of great stuff.
Anyway, I'm not usually I don't usually splurge on expensive scissors, but, you know, it's not like I get over there every day. No. Or ever again. We'll see. Hopefully again sometime.
Hopefully.
And of course,
it was a great trip.
And they're not open anymore.
Oh, really?
No.
I didn't know that.
No, they closed.
Oh, I think you told me that.
It was right around maybe COVID or right before.
I think you told me that,
We did find, there was another shop over there, Bonheur de Dame, and we did find our way to that one. That was a lovely shop.
It was. Very nice.
No gift certificate, but I managed to spend.
It didn't matter.
I thought that was cute. She's not a stitcher. And she was worried that, you know, I maybe didn't find enough. No. Not a problem. Anyway, so a vintage stitch to Hexie. This is the Hexie Blossom or Bouquet, sorry. And then I'm just trying to make sure I don't mess these up. Maxi Hexie Pincushion. I just think they're lots of fun. I stuffed mine with wool roving. The tutorial will be up hopefully by the end of next week. I will make sure I post about it. I have all the pictures and the voice. I just have to, my son is the one that kind of puts it all together. So
the wool felt, is that from Benzie?
That's Benzie Design.
And that's all on the chart.
Yeah, that's all in the chart. And then have your shop order this adorable little, even if you don't buy, okay, I'm just going to say this, even if you don't buy my pattern and you're like, oh yeah, that's really cute, but I gotta have that pin cushion. The pin.
It's really something else.
The pin mini. It's amazing. The artistry they have that just goes into all that is just incredible.
It fascinates me.
Yeah.
To see what they do.
And okay, and I have to tell you, like, there's a pin coming out of it, okay, because it's a pin cushion. They have to drill that hole. I mean, that just...
It's very technical.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing.
And then to attach the teeny little, it's hard to see, but that strawberry on top of the pin cushion it's dimensional. So I'm so glad that I have such talented friends. Anyway, so that's our new releases. Everything starts shipping to shops, by late next week?
Thursday or Friday.
Thursday or Friday. It's a day later than we normally do. I thought maybe that was a siren there for a second, but no, it's a truck. But I had to, with the trip and everything, it kind of got me delayed on that last chart at the printer. So I normally like to be shipping out by Wednesday, but it'll be Thursday or Friday. Yeah. So all good. Anyway, so I did want to talk about a couple of other little special projects that we've been working on too. Of course, yep, here I come at you with that narwhal again. That's the 6th and final chart in the Polar Plunge series. This is the one that's only available by PDF on the website. And if you recall, all the proceeds from this one are getting donated to Special Olympics, to both Sioux City Knights and Special Olympics State of Iowa. It completes your Polar Plunge series. So for charts 1 through 5, please go to your local or online shop. You can get the charts. You can get the bear, the polar bear, the whale, the penguin, the puffins, the walrus. And then of course the narwhal. Check out some previous, our previous FLOSSTUBE is where we talked about this and kind of the inspiration behind it, and why narwhal. There is a finishing tutorial. Your shops can order the linen Fabrics by Stephanie called Polar Plunge from her. It's Classic Colorworks is the thread, Snow Rick Rack from Lady Duck Creates, and of course Chantal's 141 did the finishing boards, and you can order those. They come 6 to a pack with 1 finishing template. You trace that onto your mat board to finish. I did a complete finishing tutorial for this one. It's all out there. So
it's FLOSSTUBE 81.
It's FLOSSTUBE 81. Thank you. Gosh, you know that, huh? Anyway, so I will put a link below, or if you go to our website, it's the only, like, I have those images at the top. If you click on that link, it takes you to where you can buy this.
The banner that's at the top of the page.
Yeah. That's all. Eventually, we will be moving it onto our regular website, maybe in a week or so. Yeah. But you'll still be able to access it the same way. So, but anyway, I really want to thank you for your support of this so far. Sales have been going really well. I'm super excited to, when we make our first donation, to let everybody know how much you helped raise. And it's a piece that's always going to be there as a donation. We obviously we think, you know, the first donation we're going to make will be the largest grouping. And I'm super excited because it's going to do a whole lot of good. So, narwhal. So, yep, I'm going to keep talking about it every once in a while. So, and enjoy the other animals as well. Actually, we've had a lot of shops reordering the other animals. So I know some of y'all are still stitching. Oh, yeah. They're very quick stitches. They don't take a lot of floss. The floss needs are actually on the website. If you look at the product pages, I give you the full, like the ones that you'll need multiples of. Yes. And it's not very many. No. So, okay. Polar plunge. Go Sioux City Knights. I will say a very special shout out to one of our own. One of our own Sioux City Knights is actually right now in Berlin at the World Games. He is in powerlifting. He left last Monday for Berlin, and we've seen pictures. We've talked to his mom and dad. They're over there.
He's having a great time.
He's having a great time. So the opening ceremonies are tomorrow afternoon, and he'll be competing pretty soon after that, isn't he?
Monday or Tuesday, I believe, but I'm not sure.
So powerlifting. Dude can lift 450 pounds. Yeah. Whoa.
He's a very strong young man, but he's a very dedicated athlete. He works he's been training every day for the past 5 years. He's been at the last three national games, done very well there, and he's just a great kid. Yeah. He's not a kid. He's 20.
He's a kid to live.
Yeah. We've known him since he was a kid. So.
Yes. So super excited to watch him. We're going to watch opening ceremonies tomorrow with our group and just have a lot of fun. So, so narwhal, get your narwhal. Okay, I'll stop.
Probably not a bad idea.
Okay. So one other project, and we realized I don't think we ever talked about this in a floss tube. I did do an Instagram live. I saved the video so you can go back and watch and see the actual models, but I don't have the models because they got sent to a shop. We like working with shops to do special projects when they have big celebrations. Last year we did one with Welcome Stitchery in Blue Earth, Minnesota. That was the welcome piece, and so this year is Shepherd's Needle in excuse me, Little Rock, Arkansas. They're celebrating their 10th anniversary, and she had a big open house a couple weeks ago, right in the beginning of June, because this weekend I think she's having Eric Michaels down to teach. So yay, you guys will have fun with Linda. Linda, you're gonna have a blast down there. So it's a great shop. So I did a piece for them called Tend the Flock, and shoot, that's the picture. Can you do it so you're not getting, go back this way a little bit so you're not getting a, there we go. That's so bad. All right. So it's a fun one. It says, tend the flock, gather your cares, be in the moment, honor your heirs. It's kind of like a little modern take on a proverb. I actually wrote the saying. When I do pieces for particular shops, I like to do something that's very representative of them. So I wanted to make Shepherd's Needle. I kind of wanted to make sure I had sheep or something with shepherding. Yeah. I don't know. It was fun because I actually wrote the saying in the car, and I think I remember saying it to you, and you're like, "Did you write that down?" And I was like, "No." So I quickly whipped out my phone. It was on the way to market, wasn't it? Yes. So I quickly, yes, because that's when I told Anne and the saying, and she's like, "Oh, that's lovely." So I love the piece. It's very, I don't know. I love the colors. Those sheep are hilarious.
Yeah.
I posted a thing on my stories on Instagram. I said, this is me in the 3 phases of the morning as I wake up, as I go through the first cup of coffee. That's like without coffee. This is starting to wake up, and then that's after coffee. And I love it because, like, if you just like sheep, you could just do that little section, or same thing with the houses. And you've got the little pens up there with the sheep as well. And I just, you've got your farm and all kinds. I just love it. And then it comes with a bonus piece. We call this the gathering basket. It's just a cute little pincushion pillow. Very simple. It was actually a motif that was going to be in the larger piece, but it didn't make it. And I loved it so much. So, because I had actually told Anne already the stitch count for this one. And I said, you know, I actually emailed her back and I said, there's this other piece I would really like to include it. What do you think? Because she's offering these as kits. This is an exclusive. It is only available through her shop because it is to celebrate her anniversary. So please call the shop. I will do, and it's on their website. I'll do information below in the post comments. I am also going to put some information about it in the newsletter that goes, the Stitcher newsletter on Monday. So it's only going to be available through Anne's shop to help celebrate her anniversary.
Absolutely.
And she is kitting it up with, it's Weeks Dye Works is the floss, and it's 32 count dirty Belfast. And I believe she is making Ada available. And she's including some other fun little things with the kit as well. So I just, I don't know, it's fun to honor a shop that's doing that. So anyway, and anything else?
I think that's it.
What do we got coming up? We're actually home for a couple weeks.
That is a great thing. Yeah. Because we have what, July?
July. I'll be at a stitching shop in Colorado. So yay, Christine's shop. We have a finishing class out there. It's a 2-day class. Everybody is coming along really well with their pre-stitching. It's called Folk Art Fall. And I love this piece. It's fun.
It's very cool.
There'll be a pincushion, a needle book, and a tray. I think that's it. Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. So so they're working on their pre-stitching, and got a nice group of people coming to that one. I'm really looking forward to it. And I can't wait to see the shop. I've seen pictures of it online. It looks pretty fantastic. Looks like she's quite a comprehensive shop. Yeah. She's got a lot of stuff in there. Yeah. So I'll have to post pictures of that when I'm there. So that's in July. And then after that, we've got September. September is Chantel's up in Michigan, and October is Dime Stitch in Virginia Beach. I'm so excited for all of those. So I just love seeing everybody. I wish you could see the cat right now. Now she's just settled in for a nice little nap. We're not going to be able to move the camera. Yeah. Although now she's looking at me like, what are you talking about me? Yeah. This is our cat Whisker. She's our black and white, our tuxedo. Anyway, so as usual, lots going on. But yet we're trying to enjoy the summer days and the nice weather. And I hope that you are too. Still getting some stitching done. I've really enjoyed seeing a lot of the pictures from there's a ton of retreats going on right now. Holy cow. I think it's really cool to see that in our stitching community. People getting together, and yet we're still having our virtual events because not everybody can get together. And so it's fun to be doing it. We have a lot of fun things coming down the road. Always got to try new things. We always have to be, always got to try new things. Yep. Why not? So, anyway, I think before I drag on and on and on, I don't know, I never have a good exit plan for these things. So, we'll see you next time. All right. Enjoy the stitch. I'm just looking at the cat.